I don't want nobody change me now. Cause I like to be myself. If you're not agree, you can walk away. You can walk away. You can walk away. Something in my mind leads me then I ain't nobody perfect. Something in my mind leads me then I ain't nobody perfect.
Welcome back, J Girl Beauty Fam Bam. How are you guys all doing today? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today we're doing a mukbang and I'm collaborating with Queen of Hearts LA. So we got Chipotle today. I got me a burrito bowl with chicken, brown rice, black beans, wok, and some lettuce and pico de gallo and some tacos. Look at these tacos. I got 2 barbacoa and carnitas, or shredded chicken or something, shredded beef. And then I got a quesadilla in this bowl right here. And we got some good yummy stuff, and we're gonna drink a Pepsi today. She had done a Taco Bell mukbang, and then she was like, she wanted Chipotle, and I had been wanting Chipotle for a while too, and so I was like, hey, do you want to collab with me? And she was like, yeah. So I'm excited about that. Okay, get this. I'm gonna have to take a few bites because I'm starving. This is the first meal of the day. And I've had Chipotle before. I think she said she's never tried Chipotle. Yummy. We need some salsa in this. Pretty good. I don't know, this one that I went to I've never tried, but the other one that we usually go to, maybe I should have went there because their meat of chicken is So here's my Skull Cup mug. I got a quesadilla. We need some salsa in here. Pretty good. The guy was like, you could put all kinds of meat in there with cheese, and I was like, I never tried it with all that meat. I was like, I'll just take this. Just the cheese. What I might do is go get me some salsa from Sadie's for my quesadilla. That was so good. That's good, actually. I like the street tacos. Oh my gosh. From this one place that we go to. Bomb. I'm gonna go get me some salsa. I'll be right back. Okay, we got some Sadie salsa right here with a spoon so we could dip it in this quesadilla. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the case of Cash Grenon. I think that's how you say his name. I'm probably butchering it. But we all know, if you guys have been here with me a long time, you guys know that I butcher everything that comes out of my mouth. That's alright. Just kidding. They were twin boys. And everybody's always talking about them, but they're always talking about like how Monica Sherrod had something to do with it. I personally think she did. I think maybe even the son too. Who knows? I don't know exactly what was going on or whatnot. But I want to talk about it because he was taken from this crazy guy, Darren Brown. Excuse me. And they were twins. So they slept together and everything. They were like always together. I have identical twin boys and they're 19 years old, gonna be 20 in July. I know my boys, they have a special bond, you know. When my boys were babies, they slept together in the bassinet. When they had a crib, they slept together in the crib. They would sleep and wake up at the same time. We would put them to bed, naps at the same time. So they woke up together. They went to sleep together, you know. They ate together. And I'm just like, wow. I can't even imagine what that little boy is going through. Like, his brother, you know. My son moved to Ohio. He's been there this month on the 21st. He left, so he'll be there 2 years. He moved in with his girlfriend and their parents. My boys were close, but not like, they're close, but they weren't close at the time when he left. So they would get into it, wouldn't talk too much, but they loved each other at the end of the day, you know. Brothers, sisters, that's what happens sometimes. My son, well, he really went through a hard time when his brother was out there and he hadn't seen him for like a whole year. He was having like heart problems. I don't know if it was, I think it was anxiety, but we didn't know, the doctor didn't know quite what was going on at the time. But more than likely that's what it was, because he was missing his brother. His brother's gone. Like, his brother's not here no more. He can't just go and talk to his brother whenever he could, and his brother used to help him out a lot. So this is the baby. My middle son is the one that still lives with us, and so he's the middle one, but he's the oldest of my youngest son. They were 19 minutes apart, and so he's the oldest. And he started missing him and stuff, and I'm sure they feel and sense things, you know, when things are wrong. So I was wondering, and I was curious, when the little boy gets up, he's like, Cash, and he's looking for him. I just cannot even imagine and fathom what he's going through, and the heartbreak of losing a person that you've been in the womb with for so many months, and then you're here and you're 4 years old and you have the same brother that they were identical twins that look just like you, and you're with him every minute of every day, and all of a sudden at 4 years old you're gone. Like, that just like tore me apart, because I know My son did everything together. I dressed him the same. And even though they had the same matching shoes, they knew which ones were theirs. How? I don't even know. But they did. If someone was playing with their toy and it wasn't theirs, they knew. And they're like, that's my toy. It was wild. I feel so sorry for him. I just cannot believe how you cannot hear. You have all these kids that they say that they were in the house. And this guy came in and broke in and stole the twin. And he was even coming back for the other twin. But he woke up or he heard something happened. And he booked it. So he was coming back to kill the other twin. It's sickening. Sickening. And you have dogs. Like, you didn't hear your dogs barking? Like, no, I don't believe that. I hear my dog bark, and we have a 2-story house, and he's outside sometimes, and I could still hear him barking, even when he's outside. Oh, so good. I was so hungry. But you could tell she's tweaking on some meth, some hardcore meth, when they're talking to her, because this was the barbacoa one. I've never tried their tacos or their quesadillas, so I was scared. So the mom was saying, oh, not the mom. The girlfriend was saying, this is the girlfriend, okay. So the dad leaves his twin boys with this mom. And I think he's on drugs. He has a problem. I think Monica does. And they were saying that the biological mother was on drugs too. So I don't know what was going on. All I know is that it's just a sad story. And then now we're finding out that they knew this kid that broke in and stole this little boy, kidnapped this little boy and killed him, left him on the street. And they're saying that he used to sleep there and everything, and he used to hang out with her. And that they were having an affair, or I mean, they were together or whatever. That's just so crazy and so sick. Like, who does that? And then they put the twin boys farthest on the other side of the house, and they're all sleeping on the other side of the house. Like, would put a 4-year-old twins, or just a single kid 4 years old, on the other side of your house while everybody is sleeping? Heck no. I would put the oldest kids over there at the other side of the house and have my twin boys and twin little kids closer to me than anything. Well, what was this lady thinking? I mean, she has her own kids, but she's not thinking clearly because she's on meth, you know? No. I wouldn't leave my kids with anybody. No one watched my kids, you know? One time my kids went, and then I have a 24-year-old daughter. I didn't let her go very many places either. I was very protective of her. I hardly ever let her even go spend the night with family, because I got molested at 11 years old, and I wasn't gonna let my daughter that happen to her. So I don't know, these people are just crazy. I let my kids go to movies with their friends one night, and I was calling them and calling them and calling them. They weren't answering, and I was freaking out. I was like, I told my husband, I need to find out where they are. We need to call the cops. What if someone took him? What if they took him? And they're not answering the phone. I was like paranoid. I was going crazy that night. So like, I knew where my kids were. I heard them. I knew what was going on. Especially if you have cameras, come on, you're hearing things. If you have a monitor, you're hearing things. How can you not be? So I think she had something to do with it. And I just feel sorry for that little boy. Like, he's never gonna have his little brother around ever again. That was something that was taken and from him, and it's so sad because none of us know what kind of special bond they have. They're twins, you know. My twins were in my same sack. So if they're fraternal, they're in different sacks. Mine's were in the same sack, and they're identical twin boys. And I can't even imagine anything happening to them, because that would devastate them. Even me, even their sister, you know. It's just so hard. Like, I feel so sorry for that little boy to grow up, you know, and to even understand, like, I woke up, I'm calling for my brother, and he's not there, and he's never gonna come back, you know. It's just sad. Really sad. And for these parents to, you know, be having all these kids or having kids and they're on drugs, like, they should have someone help him. And if not, if the family knows that they're doing it, they need to help him and go and get those kids away from him or something. Or, you know, I know when you call CYFD or whatever, they fail them because they let them know when they're going over, so they're cleaning up their act and their mess. So it's hard for them to understand and know what's going on. But I don't know, there's a lot of kids that are going and people that are doing drugs. And I know, like, if I were to have ever did drugs in my life, or even now or whatever, and I had small kids, I would tell someone to watch them. Here, watch them. Like, I'm not capable of doing it. I wish a lot of people would do that, or, you know. If, like I said, the family member knows that they could talk to them and tell them, you know, get better, and when you're better, you can have your kids back. But this was good. I was starving, so maybe that's why it was good. No, just kidding. Chipotle is okay. It's not like a 10 in my book, but like I said, it's pretty alright. And well, go and check her out. I will be leaving her description in my inbox. I mean, I'll be having her channel and her mukbang linked on my description box. Also, guys, go over there and support her. She does makeup tutorials. She's does some great looks. She's always doing hauls. She's always doing some fun videos on her channel. So make sure you guys go and support her. Let's all support each other, you know, because lately YouTube has been getting a lot of less views. I know a lot of people don't want to be seeing not mukbangs, makeup tutorials too much. So yeah, that's why I started doing some story times with my videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying them. I still have a lot more. I have even one that's going to be a pretty long one It's living next door to some crazy neighbors that were peeping Tom neighbors. So that one's gonna be a good one. So with all that being said, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Never forget, y'all, te amo muchísimo. Bomb diggity. What I'm gonna do is go get